Hey there, Steve Brossman here from Business Online TV. Today we've got Terry Murphy from Accountants and More on the beautiful mid-north coast of New South Wales, Australia. Foster and Coffs Harbour, two sensational places to have an accountancy practice. Welcome along.
Thank you, Steve. It's lovely to be here.
Excellent. Now, Accountants and More actually says a lot more about you than the practice, because you're more than an accountant. You're not just one of these people who have come out of school, got your CPA, and then just gone out there and become an accountant. You've actually worked in business, and some pretty big ones as well. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I worked in James Hardie for 11 years, where I had a number of roles, but I guess at the end of the day I was largely responsible for modernising it for competition from Indonesia and Australia. You know, we shut down the Melbourne branch, smartened the act up, and we created a super factory in Rose Hill.
So you've taken all of that, and I guess that was a pretty big business to be able to do all of that and systemise it and get out there and make it more efficient. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about today, particularly with these relatively uncertain economic times. You're helping people make them more efficient, systemise them and increase their profits. Is that what you specialise in?
Yes, we specialise in that. Basically what I've done for other big businesses like CSR and James Hardie, I've taken that and I've implemented it to micro business. Now, it hasn't always been easy, but we've definitely put the principles of how to make money and turn your business around into small business.
Ah, fair. And they do need a hand, because quite often they're the people that are working in the business day in, day out. But it's when they've got people like you to step in from the outside and say, listen, how about implementing this system to make it easier for you? That's what you do?
Oh, exactly. Look, it's hugely hard in small business, and every small business owner out there knows that. And we're there to help. You know, we've got branches up the mid-north coast. We've got it at Foster, we've got it at Woolgoolga, we've got it at Coffs Harbour. We could be opening somewhere else soon. We're probably going to have a branch near you. All our people were degree qualified, all our accountants. So, you know, it's like in corporate business, we're striving to have the best, to be the number one accountancy practice on the mid-north coast.
Now, more than that, when we were talking earlier, you really want to help people prepare for the future. So you've got your accountancy practice that can get their business into shape, but also from what you were saying, you really want to help them get ready for retirement so they can retire in peace.
Yeah, look, our basic goal is to create wealth for clients, you know, and ideally we want them to retire earlier, 5 years earlier, and still have $1 million, which basically that's what you need to retire now, you know. So you're not going to do that without help. I mean, you can be lucky, and there's a few individuals out there who probably can do it without help, but most of them
not in this
can't.
Financial climate. No. You've got to be real lucky or be real smart.
Real smart. Now we know how to do that, because the blueprint, I've got the blueprint from James Hardie and CSR. Now I can show you that blueprint.
So what you're doing is you've taken all the business strategies from big business.
Correct.
That the small business can't get their hands on.
Correct.
Systemising and making it available for local businesses, whatever size, in your community.
Yes, Steve. Look at CSR, one of the sawmills, lost $7 million, and basically I was employed to shut it down. And within 12 months, I delayed the shutdown. We turned it around from a $7 million loss into a $2 million profit.
So if you're a very small business out there and you're losing $7 million a year, you better see this. That's a massive turnaround.
Yeah.
Without giving away the secrets, and you can't do that. What was the big secret to that?
The big secret to that was to go back to basics. A lot of people just lose sight of what the basic core business skills are required by an operator. It's a jungle out there, you know, as they say on a lot of TV shows.
It is tight out there, and a lot of people are focusing more on the technical things that they have to do in their business, and they become quite good at that. But they don't have the business skills that you're talking about, and it's when somebody like you comes in shows them all of those things that it does become easy.
It's about getting your pricing right, your marketing right, your people right, you know, in good to be great, and having systems. Systems are the answer.
Right.
and having the lot. You really need the lot. But again, it's not as hard as what people think.
Not when you've got a coach. And let's put it all back into all the old things that most people can do. Look, most Olympic athletes don't get there without a coach. And if you want to get to be a great business in your particular area, you're going to need a coach. And it sounds like you've got runs on the board yourself and runs on the board for helping people.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I've also trying to set the organisation up so that the people I've got, some of the people working for me are brighter than me. Now,
that's fine.
That's a big compliment,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've deliberately done that because I want to make sure that when you come and see someone from Accountants and More, you're probably seeing the best person around.
Okay. Look, we're going to have the website down there so you can contact Terry and his team somewhere on the mid-north coast. And by the sounds of it, you will be expanding. So just go to the website, click on that. You'll be able to find these guys and start getting your coach in your back pocket so you can have a bit of peace of mind and make sure that you're heading off to retirement the way that you should. Terry, thanks for coming in and sharing all that with me, and also for working with the people out there, getting them to where they need to get to.
Thank you, Steve.
All right.
Pleasure.
We'll see you again real soon. Cheers.